And you can also do different things there, maybe even a combination of that, where maybe you have a birthday party with some bounce houses and you want to rent out the gym as well. You can do that. Find out how. Call 729-8163 or 739-1127 for the fitness center, and they can give you all the details. Also want to remind everybody, we said it earlier today, we're going to remind everybody, a second chance job fair will be held out at the community center at the Armory. That will be on May 22nd. That's next Wednesday. So if you are looking to attend that, that'll be from 10 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. And should you have any questions about that second chance job fair, you do need to direct those questions to the Merrimack Regional Planning Commission, to either Ann Feeler or also to Miss Sherman, and they can handle that for you as well. 573-265-2993. 7:58 at KSMO Radio. Top of the hour time brought to you by Doug Wisdom and Wisdom Financial Services. 729-7508. And set up a time to sit down and talk with Doug. Review your portfolio and maybe your current strategies and make sure you're up to date. Doug Wisdom, Wisdom Financial Services.
Is the IRS making you feel anxious? Do you have multiple years of unfiled taxes or owe more than $8,000? The tax attorneys at Allies Tax Relief specialize in problems like yours, and they're ready to negotiate your fresh start. Don't go another year fearing the IRS. Allies Tax Relief will stop the IRS from garnishing your wages or levying your bank account. You only pay if you qualify for their services, so why wait? Call 800-280-4184 today. That's 800-280-4184.
We can have a positive impact simply by using our fuels, and we need to get that word out.
Have you listened to the Better, Cleaner Now podcast?
So it's always a good place to start, and I love telling the story.
Clean Fuels Alliance America is connecting you to experts who take you behind the scenes to learn the latest on biodiesel, renewable diesel, and sustainable aviation fuel.
It really touches every aspect of our society, from just living our everyday lives to driving to flying. It's everywhere, and it's everything we do.
Don't miss the testimonials.
Without biodiesel and renewable diesel, the LCFS program would not have succeeded.
And opportunities for farmers.
I'm really excited about cover crops. I think they have a tremendous boost to the soil health.
The benefits keep growing.
Let's not wait for zero. Let's do something responsible today.
Subscribe and listen today to the Better, Cleaner Now podcast. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Better, Cleaner Now.
Town & Country Bank brings you this message. Shopping online at your favorite shop at a public Wi-Fi hotspot may seem the perfect way to multitask. However, it's a risky proposition that could jeopardize your online security. Public Wi-Fi is a prime target for cyber criminals looking to steal your personal information. So it's strongly recommended that you avoid making any purchases via public Wi-Fi. Instead, always opt for a VPN or use your phone as a hotspot to keep your online shopping experience secure and stress-free. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC.
At the KSMO studios, your hometown radio station. We do appreciate you being along with us right here at KSMO. In time for our Civic Record, a program of church and civic news, and a mention of persons recently deceased. Civic Record brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio and your hometown radio station, 1340 AM and 95.7, and your friends at Southtown Furniture, where their incredible flex deal is still going on. You got still over a week to get there, but I wouldn't put it off. You've got incredible opportunities to save some big money on flex deal sofas and chairs. I mean to tell you, it is very, very comfortable, and they are built to last. Check it out for yourself down at Southtown. Southtown Furniture in Salem, truly where the bargains are, open Monday through Saturday for your convenience. And they want to congratulate the class of 2024, the Salem High School, and wish them the very, very best in the future. Norma Jean Click of Salem passed away on May 13th at the age of 64. Funeral services for Norma Jean Click will be held at 11 Saturday morning at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Burial will be in the Berry Cemetery. Visitation will be from 10 until service time Saturday at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Norma Jean Click is survived by her husband, Darrell Click of Salem. a son, Ricky Payne Jr. of Salem. Siblings, Tom Payne and wife Gloria of Rulla, Christine Livingston of Salem, Linda Taylor and husband Red of Bellevue, Missouri, Lavada Erickson and husband Owen of Salem, Bobby Payne and wife Brenda of Arizona, Mary Lewis and husband Ed of Doolittle, and Rick Payne Sr. of Salem, plus 4 grandchildren, as well as a host of nieces, nephews, relatives, and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Norma Jean Click, whose funeral services will be Saturday morning at 11 at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Everybody's invited out tonight to the Salem Eagles. They'll be having a karaoke by Stevie Small Town Karaoke DJ. That'll be from 7 to 11, and it's open to everybody. Come on out and enjoy the evening with your friends at the Eagles Club and maybe do a little karaokeing of your own. Stevie Small Town Karaoke DJ from 7 to 11 tonight at the Eagles Club out Highway 32 West, just past the airport. And don't forget that the Eagles Club is on the north side of the highway. Everybody, all are welcome to attend. There'll be a collection box at the Salem Public Library for old, damaged, or soiled American flags. Anyone may leave a flag between Monday, May 20th, and Saturday, June the 8th. The library will deliver flags in need of retirement to the American Legion Post number 99, where they will dispose of them in accordance with the United States Flag Code. Again, that collection box will be at the Salem Public Library for old, damaged, or soiled American flags. And anyone can drop off their flag there at the library. We've got more of our Civic Record in a moment when we return right after this.
Southtown Furniture in Salem now has FlexSteel sofas and recliners on sale right now until Saturday, May 25th. FlexSteel offers quality furniture built to last with more than 110 years of craftsmanship and exceptional care. Their attention to detail goes into every piece of furniture they make. Don't miss this FlexSteel sofa and recliner sales event. It's going on now at Southtown Furniture, where they've been serving the smart shopper since 1922 in Salem on Highway 19 South. It's truly where the bargains are.
Let's see what's cooking at that Salem Nutrition Center's menu for today. And on this Friday, the 17th day of May, they're going to have a cold cut and cheese, and you can create your own subs. They'll have a sub roll there, along with potato salad, fruit, and milk. So a little picnic type day today. Cold cuts and cheese with your sub roll. You can make your own sandwich, potato salad, fruit, and milk. Now, don't forget there's a soup and salad bar prior to lunch from 11, which starts at 11 and goes to 12:30. Soup and salad bar starts at 10:30. And everybody, all ages, anyone is welcome to attend. The Salem Nutrition site's located at 604 North McGrath Lane. Call them up if you have a question, 729-2373. Suggested contribution, if you're over the age of 60, it's $5. If you're under the age of 60, it's $7. And if you're 60 itself, it's still $5. Check it out for yourself at the Salem Nutrition site, 604 North McGrath Lane, open Monday through Friday except for holidays, where today's meal will be cold cuts and cheese with a sub roll, potato salad, fruit, and milk. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. That does conclude the Civic Record, a program of church and civic news, and a mention of persons recently deceased. The Civic Record brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, and your friends at Southtown. Southtown Furniture, Highway 19 South, right here in Salem. Visit Curtis or any of the staff down there. They'll be more than happy to help you out and answer the questions you might have, be it for beautiful furnishings like their FlexSteel sofas and chairs right now, super low priced, but they also have bedding, appliances, accessories, so much more. And if you're thinking about the upcoming FFA and 4-H auction, not that far away, 2 months. 2 months, you may be looking at getting a brand new freezer to start stocking up on your meat purchase. Get on by and check it out right now down there at Southtown. They have a number of different fantastic appliances that can meet your need. even one you can convert from a freezer to a refrigerator. That's true. Check it out for yourself. Southtown Furniture in Salem, truly where the bargains are. 1601 South Highway 19, 729-3422, or go online to southtownfurnituresalem.com here in town. Open Monday through Saturday at KSMO. Stick around. We have statewide news on the way next from the Missouri Net. We also have for you coming up right here at KSMO Radio. We got Tiger. We have Cardinal baseball. I don't know where Tigers came from. We got Cardinal baseball coming up a little bit later on right here. KSMO. It'll be tonight, 6:20, right here on KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. They take on the Red Sox of Boston, and that'll be a 3-game series. We do, again, want to pass on anybody that's listening that has St. Louis Cardinal tickets for Sunday. They've moved that game up. They moved it up an hour and 15 minutes, what they did. They moved it up. Due to a new Major League Baseball deal with Roku, they have shifted that St. Louis Cardinal game against Boston from 1:20 start time to 12:05 start time. I know. So if you have tickets, you're going to have to alter your schedule, your time schedule to get up to Busch Stadium. Again, that game will be at 12:05 Sunday. All right? Just passing that on to you, let you know. That kind of snuck in on us yesterday. Nothing like giving us notice, right? Yeah, anyway, but that's what happened. So for your information, that is up to date right here on KSMO Radio. Stick around. We've got that statewide news from Missouri Net coming up next.
We call it America's pastime, the great game of baseball.
In Cardinals Nation, it's the fabric of our community.
It's the Gas House Gang, Stan the Man, the Old Redhead, Ozzie, Yachty, Waino, and now Arenado.
Cardinals baseball is part of what makes us, us. St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. Southeast Missouri Congressman Jason Smith is demanding answers from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce over a $12 million donation it received from the Tides Foundation. The nonprofit group is dedicated to advancing social justice, according to a statement on its website. Smith, a Republican and chair of the U.S. House Ways and Means Committee, says the Tides Foundation is a left-wing activist group that partners with anti-business groups that, quote, seem to directly contradict the U.S. Chamber's mission statement. He sent a letter to the Chamber's president demanding to know why they accepted the donation, what the money will be used for, and whether the U.S. Chamber shares the same vision as the Tides Foundation. On this final day of the Missouri legislative session, an effort to make it tougher to pass citizen-led ballot measures appears to be dead. The Missouri House voted against negotiating with the Senate on the top Republican priority. The Senate does not appear to have enough support to do what the House wants, which is to keep provisions that are meant to be attractive to Republican voters, such as banning non-citizens from voting. Springfield Republican State Rep Alex Riley says he stands behind the House's work on the proposal.
As we all know, the Senate has been a mess this year, and they don't seem to be in a spot where they have any consensus on what they would want a package coming out of conference to be.
The Federal Reserve recently chose to keep interest rates at their current high levels. Amid ongoing inflation, interest rates are between 5.25% and 5.5%. The Fed is trying to restrain inflation, which causes concern for Missourians hoping for lower consumer rates, according to Missouri Bankers Association President Jackson Hadaway.
Most of us were anticipating a slower reduction in those rates. So you're going to continue to see things like mortgage and car rates stay higher than I think people would have hoped they would be about 6 months ago. But they'll continue to normalize a little bit. Mortgages continue to spike a little bit. They're staying around that 7% range or so, and that's because the Fed has messaged out there that they're going to hold their rates.
The federal government injected a lot of money into the economy during the COVID-19 pandemic, and he explained that it's very difficult to back away from that amount of stimulus quickly. This is Missouri Net.
In Iraq, our truck hit a roadside bomb. I had about 16 surgeries on my hand so that I could regain function. And when I came home, I needed a new roof due to a storm. And I was about to lose homeowners insurance as well. I applied for Operation Homefront Critical Financial Assistance Program. And it's good to know that when we come home, there are people who are there that care about us. Operation Homefront, they've really been a blessing.
Visit OperationHomefront.org to learn more.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
A Missouri appeals court says a case can move forward involving a 2018 deadly duck boat sinking near Branson. Elisa Nelson reports.
The case charges 3 men with manslaughter in the deaths of 17 passengers aboard a duck boat in southwest Missouri. The victims were aboard the World War II and Korean War era military boat on Table Rock Lake when a powerful storm moved in, causing the vessel to go under. 14 people survived the 2018 sinking. The court case has been on hold involving Ride the Ducks workers Kenneth McKee, Charles Baltzell, and Curtis Lanham. Now that the case can proceed, a new court date can be set. Several lawsuits have been filed against the company by family members of some of the victims.
Democratic Congresswoman Cori Bush and Republican U.S. Senator Josh Hawley are calling on U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson to hold a vote on a bill to reauthorize payments to victims of radioactive contamination. You can find news online anytime at MissouriNet.com. This is Missouri Net.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At K&H Auto Supply, you'll find these great deals. Save $25 on all custom hitches. Lucas Fuel Treatment, 2 for $9. And Mobile One Full Synthetic Oil, $35.95 for 5 quarts. Come on by today at K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store right here in Salem.
Parts City, yeah, Parts City, Parts City.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Here at KSMO, let's take a look at that Salem Nutrition Center's menu for today. They will be serving up cold cut sandwiches on a sub roll, potato salad, fruit, and milk. So they'll have cold cuts and cheese on a sub roll with potato salad, fruit, and milk. Lunch is served from 11 to 12:30. You have a soup and salad bar begins at 10:30 at 604 North McGrath Lane inside the Salem Senior Center. All ages, everybody's welcome to attend the Senior Center's location, where the Salem Nutrition site is located. Suggested contribution for the meal, if you're 60 and above, $5. Under the age of 60, it's $7. And again, everybody's welcome. Again, today they have cold cuts and cheese on a sub roll, along with potato salad, fruit, and milk, right here in Salem. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. Every weekday we bring you that Salem Nutrition Center's menus, a courtesy of KSMO Radio. Coming up, AP News and Sports with Missouri Net on your Friday morning here on KSMO. Welcome to the 17th of May.
Hello, my name is Samantha Welch. I'm the new family nurse practitioner at SMDH Family Medicine. If your family is in need of a medical provider, I'm accepting new patients of all ages. Our clinic is located at Physicians Office Building 3 on the SMDH campus. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Please call 729-8000 to set up an appointment. Salem Memorial Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
Feral hogs are an invasive species, spreading disease and causing major damage to land, crops, and wildlife. They don't belong in Missouri. When shot at, feral hogs spread to other areas. They also reproduce rapidly. Free trapping assistance is available to landowners from Missouri's Feral Hog Elimination Partnership. Trapping is the most effective way to protect your land and your investment. Learn more at mdc.mo.gov/feral hogs.
The station with the better mix. KSMO Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. Houston's mayor is asking residents to stay home from work today unless they're essential. Deadly thunderstorms have been battering the area. The AP's Donna Warder.
Storms blew out windows in high-rise buildings, downed trees, flooded streets, and knocked out power to more than 900,000 homes and businesses in the Houston area. At least 4 people were killed. At a news conference carried by KTRK, Houston Mayor John Whitmire says it's not a time for people to be on the roads.
We had a storm with 100 miles per hour winds, the equivalent of Hurricane Ike. Considerable damage downtown.
National Weather Service lead forecaster Bob Oravec says it was a quick-moving storm.
Thunderstorms have moved pretty quickly across the Gulf Coast overnight and into the early morning hours. They're not as strong as they were earlier.
I'm Donna Warder.
There's word from Louisville, Kentucky this morning that Masters golf champion Scotty Scheffler was detained by police this morning while on his way to the PGA Championship. ESPN says he failed to follow police instructions in a traffic jam after an accident in which a pedestrian was killed. The latest now on Republicans in Congress and their efforts to hold the Attorney General in contempt. The AP's Jennifer King with this story.
Republicans on the House Judiciary and Oversight Committees voted Thursday to send contempt charges against Attorney General Merrick Garland to the full House. House Speaker Mike Johnson slammed the White House decision to block the release of audio recordings of President Biden's special counsel interviews from the classified documents investigation. Garland advised Biden that the audio falls within the scope of executive privilege. Jennifer King, Washington.
Overseas now, this is a first. Trucks carrying badly needed aid for the Gaza Strip have rolled across that newly built U.S. pier and into Gaza. This is AP News. You may have heard about those several Americans arrested separately in the Turks and Caicos Islands. The AP's Lisa Dwyer.
5 Americans are facing prison sentences of up to 12 years in the Turks and Caicos Islands on charges that they illegally carried ammunition while in the popular tourist destination about 600 miles southeast of Miami. 3 of those arrests have prompted pleas for mercy from the governors of Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, and Virginia, who say the 3 inadvertently had ammunition in their luggage. The British territory significantly tightened its gun laws in 2022. While the island's courts do have sentencing discretion for exceptional circumstances, by law they cannot just pay a fine. That means that the Americans may not get 12 years in prison, but they also likely won't be able to just pay a fine and then just return home. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
For decades, Bayer has worked with farmers across America to help them meet the demand for abundant, affordable food. One way is through glyphosate, sold as Roundup and made by us. Not only do we stand behind the product's safety, so do all the leading safety and regulatory bodies around the world. But the litigation industry fights to prevent rigorous safety analysis from being shown in court. Instead, they rely on junk science to mislead juries. Why should anyone care? Because the impact of the courtroom will be felt at every dinner table in America. Without Roundup, farm yields will go down, farmers' costs will go up, and food prices will rise even more. Farming has never been easy. If farmers lose a critical tool, they will face even harder choices: grow less food or rely on foreign supplies of the product. What's at stake isn't a product or a company. It's fundamental American values and interests. Learn more at go.bayer.com/open letter. Paid for by Bayer.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by Missouri Operation Lifesaver, reminding you that rails and recreation don't mix. See tracks? Think train.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Mizzou softball seeded 7th will open up regional play today at 4:30 against Omaha. The Tigers made it to the SEC Tournament Championship game last Saturday. That run helped put the Tigers in a position where if they win their regional, they'll host super regionals. But with that can come a lot of pressure. But head coach Larissa Anderson says her team is relaxed and in a good space.
Let's have a lot of fun doing what we're doing because we love being around each other. We're having a real good time, and let's just stay together as a team as long as we possibly can.
KSMO softball will open a play at the Fayetteville Regional against number 12 host Arkansas. Central Methodist is World Series bound at the NAIA level. They got past Indiana Wesleyan 4-1. It's their second straight year they're in the World Series. And the Cardinals coming off a 3-4 road trip that included a 3-game win streak. And after a day off, get ready for a weekend series with the Red Sox at home. Ali Marmol likes the way the offense is trending.
We're in a much better spot. All areas of the game look like they're supposed to right now. The offense is starting to click, and that's what we've been missing, so feels right.
The Cardinals are 18-25. The Royals went 4-3 on their road trip out west. They had a day off. They'll host the Oakland A's tonight. It's a time for Matt Quattro's team to build on a good first 2 months of the season.
We played good baseball. We were competitive. The games we lost were close. We snuck out a couple close ones, too. So, these are the kinds of games we're in almost every day, and it's fun to be a part of it, and these guys compete their butts off.
The Royals are 26-19. Briley Palmer has been named Southeast Missouri's next women's basketball coach. A native of Farmington, Palmer enters her first NCAA Division I job after spending 4 years as head coach at Mineral Area College, located less than 2 hours from Cape. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Department of Agriculture Director Chris Chin.
We are encouraging producers to keep your cattle up close where there's a lot of human activity, especially when you're calving. If you're looking for a depredation permit, we encourage you to reach out to the Missouri Farm Bureau. They're able to issue you a permit that will allow you to take up to 5 of the black vultures. We also are encouraging farmers and ranchers and producers to be reaching out to their University of Missouri Extension office. They have a lot of valuable resources to help you mitigate black vultures on your farm. We also have funds available at the Department of Agriculture to reimburse for necropsy results when the loss is determined to be by a black vulture. This determination has to come from a certified veterinarian or the U.S. Department of Agriculture Wildlife Services. You can find more information about black vultures on the Missouri Department of Agriculture website at agriculture.mo.gov.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free. Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town and Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
I lock up my Old Spice Fiji aluminum-free dry spray to keep that 24/7 lasting freshness safe for myself. Fresh coconuts, palm trees in the wind. It's like catching waves in Fiji. Actually, I just talked myself into a refreshing spritz of Fiji. My Old Spice is missing! No!
A little dramatic. At KSMO Radio 827, it's your hometown radio station on a pretty nice Friday morning right now. Got a little bit of filtered sunshine trying to make its way through, but still not too bad. It's got some clouds, got a little sun. Going to be that way off and on through the morning hours. And as I mentioned, we still have a chance of getting a little light shower activity a little bit later on. Right now, though, it doesn't appear like there's anything really in our immediate area that we're going to have to worry about. Everything's off to the southeast. But as the afternoon comes around, we'll start to see some pop-up showers that could affect our area. So keep that in mind. That should occur, if it does occur at all, it would be between 1 and 4 o'clock this afternoon. All right, otherwise, we're going to have partly sunny skies today is what the National Weather Service says, and a high of 75 degrees. The chance of getting a little bit of pop-up rain, we had a little bit of rain this morning, so that counts, was a 50% chance. So we still have a 30% chance of pop-up showers in the afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 58, with a light southerly breeze. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 81. We're going to have winds that are going to be fairly light out of the west at 5 to maybe 8 miles an hour. Clear Saturday night, low of 59 with light winds. Sunshine Sunday, high of 87 with a southerly breeze, 5 to 10. Partly cloudy Sunday night, low of 62. Sunshine Monday, high of 85. Monday night, partly cloudy, low of 66 with a chance of rain developing in the latter parts of the evening, probably in the early evening, the latter parts of the night, Monday night, and then a chance of some showers popping up Tuesday afternoon. It's going to be sunny, it's going to be hot. We're going to be up right near 90. And then we'll have the trigger of the heat and, of course, humidity on Tuesday, triggering some of those showers. That will continue in the early evening Tuesday night as well, before becoming partly cloudy with a low of 60 by late night. At the KSMO studios right now, though, it's a very comfortable 66 degrees. We're still going to call it cloudy skies for the most part, partly to mostly cloudy. We do have at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station right now, 4-mile-an-hour winds coming out of the south. 91% is the relative humidity. 29.82 inches of pressure moving up at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. It's 29 minutes after the hour, and now look at weather brought to you by Philmart. So if you're going to be heading out, whether it be to graduation or going somewhere else, don't forget to fill up your tank with that quality Conoco gas to make sure you get to your destination. Looks like a pretty good weekend for picnicking as well. Maybe you're thinking about doing that. Or maybe you're just thinking about grilling out at home. Philmart has everything you're going to need for any of those adventures. First off, for graduation, you may need to get that graduation gift. You've still been in a quandary about it. Not any longer. Head on up to Philmart and get that graduate a Conoco gift card right there from Philmart. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That can come in so handy, whether they use it locally or anywhere else, any other Conoco station that they might come across, or Phillips 66 station. Either one. Your friends at Philmart can have any denomination you wish. Yeah, they're not just set cards. So you want it for $25 or $38 or $92.95 or whatever it might be. If somebody has a special number, you can get it in that denomination. So head on up to Philmart, get that graduation gift, the perfect gift for any graduate, a gift card from Philmart for Conoco. And, of course, on the weekend, if you're going to be picnicking, don't forget all your amenities, your beverages, your ice, you can get right there at Philmart. Yep, right there. You don't have to go anywhere else. And if you're going to be doing some grilling out this weekend, run low on charcoal or maybe propane, again, Philmart's the answer right here in town at the corner of 19 and Franklin. Yes, you can get those propane tanks refilled or just exchange your tank out. And you can also pick up that charcoal if you run short or you find out you didn't have as much as you thought, and you're going to be doing a little bit more grilling than you thought because all of a sudden with the great weather, you got more than just yourself grilling for. Maybe you got family and friends coming by as well. You know, a lot of graduation parties this weekend. So check it out for yourself at Philmart right here in Salem. Open every day, 7 days a week. Philmart in Salem at the corner of 19 and Franklin.
Many people start out their day with a great cup of coffee from Philmart. But did you know they also have cappuccinos and vanilla and mocha frappes? You can even get ice-cold Starbucks frappuccinos in a variety of flavors. And don't forget about the delicious biscuits and gravy in 2 sizes, small and large, until 11 o'clock every morning. What a way to start your day. Philmart, more than just a convenience store, at the corner of Highway 19 in Franklin, open 7 days a week.
8:32 and time right now for our agribusiness news. It's from the state of Missouri. It's the Missouri Report right here on KSMO Radio from the Brownfield Farm Market Network. It's brought to you as a courtesy of your friends at KSMO Salem, your hometown radio station. Now, agribusiness news on the Brownfield Farm Market Network.
I'm Kara Hart with Ag News on Brownfield. An agronomist says farmers who still have both corn and soybeans to plant should prioritize corn. Ryan Gentle at Whiffles Hybrids tells Brownfield,
very important to get the corn put in the ground. You've kind of already passed that early planting benefit with the soybeans. And the big thing with beans is you don't lose yield near as fast as you do with corn once you're into Memorial Day, June 1st time frame.
Western Illinois farmer Brady Holst agrees.
If it's May, it would go ahead and make sure we're working on corn to get that all done, because the corn yield starts dropping off pretty quickly. So we usually go back and make sure the corn's done first.
Both say planting into the proper soil conditions remain a priority. A West Central Minnesota farmer recently finished planting. Chad Willis of Wilmer says there was a short window to plant his corn at the end of April.
And then we had about 2 weeks of rain, and this last week it dried off enough to work on soybeans, so that's been good.
He tells Brownfield the corn is emerging.
This rain we had yesterday I'm sure will help soften up the ground. All that rain we had in the last couple of weeks, it got a little compacted, but no, it's looking pretty good. I was a little worried with it laying in the ground for a couple of weeks like it did. But
Willis wasn't able to spray all of his corn acres with the pre-emergence herbicide and says he might have to come in earlier with a post-application to stay ahead of the weeds. A dairy leader says trade deals require continued communication and follow-up to benefit producers and processors. Jaime Castaneda with the National Milk Producers Federation says delegations from the U.S. and Mexico met recently.
Make sure that we share information for doctors, nutritionists, the benefits of dairy, as well as actually preventing any trade barriers that may be happening in either border.
He tells Brownfield the U.S. supplies about 80% of Mexico's imports, including 25% of their dairy, and there's still great potential for additional dairy sales. Castaneda with National Milk CEO Greg Dowd met with Mexican officials a week ago. Leaders from North American cattle groups are uniting to protect cattle production in Canada, the U.S., and Mexico. The groups have signed a joint statement asking for greater oversight of emerging lab-grown proteins, protecting cattle from animal diseases, and promoting sustainability of the cattle industry. NCBA President Mike Isley says the letter urges the governments to re-engage in opening markets for beef exports and provide stronger science-based oversight of beef imports. Cattle producers from the three countries are standing together to hold trade partners accountable. Isley says the U.S. remains concerned Brazil still has access to the U.S. market, despite its failure to disclose animal health issues. As many as 1 in 7 rural Missouri children are food insecure. Missouri's farmers and ranchers think this statistic is too high. Visit mofarmerscare.com/drive to learn more. I'm Kara Hart for Brownfield.
For decades, Bayer has worked with farmers across America to help them meet the demand for abundant, affordable food. One way is through glyphosate, sold as Roundup and made by us. Not only do we stand behind the product's safety, so do all the leading safety and regulatory bodies around the world. But the litigation industry fights to prevent rigorous safety analysis from being shown in court. Instead, they rely on junk science to mislead juries. Why should anyone care? Because the impact of the courtroom will be felt at every dinner table in America. Without Roundup, farm yields will go down, farmers' costs will go up, and food prices will rise even more. Farming has never been easy. If farmers lose a critical tool, they will face even harder choices: grow less food or rely on foreign supplies of the product. What's at stake isn't a product or a company. It's fundamental American values and interests. Learn more at go.bayer.com/open letter. Paid for by Bayer.
This is family nurse practitioner Terry Bruno from SMDH Family Medicine. If your family is in need of a medical provider, I'm accepting new patients of all ages. Our clinic is located at Physician's Office Building number 3 on the SMDH campus. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Please call 729-8000 to set up an appointment. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri.
The range of black vultures have generally been in the southern part of the United States, but as their range has expanded into Missouri, the number of conflicts has been increasing over time.
Mitigation efforts are available through the USDA.
One of the main tools that we use is a black vulture effigy, and we have those on hand. If you have a pasture where you're calving, we can hang a couple of these up around the edges of the pastures, and that'll scare those birds off. We bring pyrotechnics and other tools tools to harass vultures off the site. Lasers can work very well. We also carry all the permits to do lethal removals if necessary. If you have a calf that was deceased and you don't know what caused it, or you suspect that it could have been a black vulture that killed that, we can come out on site and provide a necropsy free of charge. The funding for that work is provided through the Missouri State Legislature to the Department of Agriculture, no cost to the landowner.
Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov.
Pizza's here. Oh, great.